Well, good morning. This is Chef Phillip, and today I'm going to be making banana bread. And this is Jan's mother's recipe that she used to make this banana bread when we were kids, and it's very, very good. It's one of the best that I've ever tasted. So anyway, let's start with 3 bananas. So I've got 3 bananas in here, and this is the KitchenAid that I'm going to use. I like the KitchenAid. It's a little heavy to maneuver, but I think it's worth it because you don't have to use spatulas and all that stuff and do manual labor. So we put the bananas in there, and I like to just turn the bananas on and get them started first before I add any ingredients. So we'll just whip these up a little bit. That's all you need. Just mush them up a little bit. So anyway, what we do is we add 1 1/4 cups of sugar and 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil and 1 egg beaten. And I have prepared that in advance, so it's the 1 1/4 cup of sugar and I think the egg's in there. Wait a minute, let's stand by. It's got to be in there. Oh, I know where it is. It's in the refrigerator. Stand by. Hold on just a minute. I put it in the refrigerator earlier. So here it is. So 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil and 1 egg is here, and I'm going to add that to the mixture along with the sugar. This is the sugar. So we'll put the sugar in, and we'll put the egg in the oil in there, vegetable oil. There's vegetable oil and an egg, beaten. I beat it up a little bit. Let's get some more. Let's get all this egg in there. Okay, very good. Now, so we're going to just turn this thing on and let it mix this up for a little bit. And so we'll just get it mixed up, and then we'll add the other ingredients. So the next ingredients we're going to add after this is mixed up will be 2 cups of flour and 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And I have that right here. That's all pre-mixed. So we can throw that in now because that's all mixed up. So we will just put the flour and all the stuff in here like that. All right, and turn it back on. Whoops, put it down first. Oh man, okay. So we're gonna beat that up a little bit. We're mixing it together until smooth. And I'm probably going to have to take my spatula to get it off the sides because it creeps up the sides when it's mixing. But it's coming along here. So let's just take the spatula and kind of just go down the sides. You got some flour up here that landed on the sides, so we want to get that off of there and back into the bowl. So hang in there. We're almost done. Yep. Okay, here we go. Around the corner. All right. Now I got to take this off the spatula. We don't want to waste any batter. No. All right, there we go. Put that in the sink. Check that out. Very good. All right, so let's just beat this up a little more. We want to get it just mixed up. It can have a little bit of flour not mixed in there, little spots. It doesn't matter. You don't want to over mix it. All right, I think that's enough right there. So then what we're going to do, whoops, I'm gonna learn my controls on this thing. Oh, we got to preheat the oven. We're going to cook this at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. So I'm going to turn the oven on. Okay, we're preheating. So that's going to take a little bit. So what we want to do now is raise this up while it's still turning, just to get the batter off this tool, utensil, or whatever it is. That's about as high as we can go without flipping it all over the place. Okay. Now I use my knife and just kind of scrape this, get as much off as we can. Like I say, we want to use all the batter that we can. And, all right. That looks pretty good. Pretty good. When my mom used to bake, she used to hand me all the utensils and let me lick them off. So good. Thank you, Mom. All right, we take this out. You can see the batter is nice, is all mixed up in there and smooth. So I want to get this off of here before it drips all over the place. Put that in the sink. Now I can take my spatula here and just kind of get everything off the sides that we didn't get before. Yep. Okay, now what we want to do is we're going to add walnuts. And I have a cup and a quarter of walnuts chopped up. And I got those at Walmart already chopped up, so we're going to add those to the mixture. And what we're going to do is just kind of fold those in. Just mix them up, fold them in, get them all folded in there. Like I say, you don't have to mix it that long. You just get them so they're covered, covered with batter. Where's my knife? I'll clean this spatula off. Get all that back in the thing there. Okay. Very good. Okay, now let me wash my hands real quick. What we're gonna use is a 8 by 8 inch baking dish, and I line it with parchment paper. I like parchment paper because when you get through with bacon and you want to get it out of the dish, all you do is pick up the parchment paper and it comes right out. Set it on a cutting board, let it cool off, and then you can slice it up. So what I've done is I've taken this, and I use silicon baking dish, 8 by 8, and the silicon is no stick, but I still like to put the parchment paper on there. So what we're going to do is put the mixture in the baking dish. Now, let me get my spatula in case we dump this stuff in. So we're just going to pour it in here like that. Oh, whoa. Well, that's going to be good. It's going to be good. And once again, I like to use as much as I can out of there. as much as I can. Yeah. See? Well, we've had enough rain this week. It seems like every day we've had rain. I mean, big thunderstorms. I'm in New Smyrna Beach, Florida, if you know where that is. It's growing fast. We moved here about 7 years ago. Came down from Hendersonville, North Carolina. Sometimes I wished I had stayed in Hendersonville. I was raised in Florida, so I was raised in all this heat, and we went to Hendersonville for 10 years, and I forgot what the heat was all about, and came back. Now I remember. So I just take this batter and push it over into the sides, smooth it out, and it's ready to go in the oven. We're at 159 degrees. I got to go to 350. I probably should have turned it on earlier. That's the first thing. Most recipes, when you get a recipe, the first thing it says to do is turn on the oven to whatever temperature you're going to bake it at. Now I know why. Because I'm done with the mixture and my oven's 170. So I'll probably stop the video and pick up, we'll probably stop the video and pick up when the oven is up to temperature. Okay, I'm back. The oven's up to temperature now, 350 degrees. So we can put this in, and we're going to cook it for 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Yep. Let me go over here and put it in the oven. Okay, I've put the banana bread in the oven. I've set the timer for 45 minutes, and I'm going to be watching it. And when it starts getting brown around the edges, I'll probably pull it and check it with a toothpick to see if it's done. That's the true test. You know, sometimes these times they give you can be off like 10 minutes. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to just keep an eye on it, and I'll be back. Okay, Chef Phillip here. I just made banana bread, and I think it's done. We're going to pull it and check it with a toothpick and see if it's done. It has browned up nicely, nice and brown, and it's puffed up. I didn't expect that much puffing up. Anyway, let me check it with a toothpick. So, I don't need this hat. It doesn't help my recipes at all. Alright, let me check this thing. So you take a toothpick and you go right down. I go right down in the center. It went right down in there, and it seems to be pretty dry. It's a little damp, but it's not wet. So this thing is done. And you can poke it, and there's resistance. If there's resistance, that means that it's cooked. So I'd say that banana bread is finished. So what we have to do now is we have to wait for it to cool. We'll wait for it to cool off, and then lift it out. You can just grab the parchment paper and lift it right out of here and put it on a cutting board, and then you can cut right on the parchment paper and cut your slices. So there you have it. Jan's mother's banana bread. And it's a winner. Thanks for watching. Bye.